Hello, friends. Those back pages here. I hope you're well. Tonight's episode, we're going to be talking about a variety of subjects. Show off some mail, give some thoughts on some stuff, and whatnot. Not mail, but there you see in front of you the 2008 Sports Collector's Digest Standard Catalog of Baseball Cards. This is the 17th edition. I cannot recommend this enough. This is now 12 years old, but it's still relevant for everything from 2008 and 2007 and prior. So with me, doing the 90s stuff recently, it's really helpful. I mean, it's a good £5. And again, you can find this on eBay, probably for under $10 delivered. It really is quite amazing. I just put some tabs in the top there for my own reference point. But again, it shows you, here's, just happen to open one page, 98 score. It shows you what the generic cards look like. It gives you a picture of the inserts. Here's 1999 Stadium Club. Again, so this is, and it's got pretty much, I think it lists every single player in the set. I don't think they skimp out on any of them. 97 Topps Gallery. See, it lists the commons and the stars, numerical order. I don't remember exactly when they stopped making this, but I know starting with 09, they added more sets, obviously, but they added some of you younger folk might not know what this means, but it's not in this edition because this has it all in print. But the 09 edition, I think, had a CD-ROM. They started removing stuff and putting it on CD-ROM that you could put in your computer. Oh, there's an 81 O-Pee-Chee wrapper holding place mark for something I cannot remember. But yeah, so I highly recommend that. I've talked about that before, but I haven't spoken about that in a while. And hey, under the always learning, always share your knowledge. I figured I was thinking about that today, and I said, well, let me share that again, because maybe somebody might have missed it or have not have been around. I know I'm closing in on 300 episode, which is something I never imagined would happen. And in today's day and age, you can't expect someone to go back and look at everyone's old stuff. Anyway, I did get this in. My friend Blake Jameson, proud to call him my friend, he tweeted out, I think it was the end of last month, beginning of this month, that he said the best $4 you would ever spend. He's a big audiobook fan, and I've never been into audiobooks, but he said this would be the best $4 you'd ever spend, something he listens to quite regularly. And I was like, all right, well, let me check it out. And I downloaded Audible, the Audible app on the phone that I'm, talking to you guys on. And lo and behold, when I downloaded and I signed up, it said you get one free book. It's like, all right, that's even better. So I went ahead and picked up this book. And then this is the book. It's called As a Man Thinketh by James Allen. I think this came out in 1903. I can't remember. I think I looked it up. I think it was 1903, a very long time ago. And I listened to the audiobook a few times, and then I went to eBay and picked up a physical copy of the book, because that's what we do. And this was, I think, $4.25 shipped. It's had someone highlighted some of the better sayings. But again, $4.25, as a man thinketh. It's very good. I mean, I enjoy it. I listen to it, not every day, but I try to have parts of it on while I'm walking. It's a good thing to have on while I'm walking if I'm not listening to music. So, excuse me. How are you? How are you doing? Let me know down below in the comments section how you're doing with COVID-19. It's a day-to-day thing. I'm trying my best. Like most people, it's a day-to-day struggle sometimes. But the one place it's not a struggle is in the card market. So let's talk a little bit about the card market. Before I do this, I've been looking at that a lot lately. I showed that off last time. I've been thinking about this too. My friend Kirk gave me this Jordan starting lineup, which probably won't stand up. He's very happy about The Last Dance. So he's been drinking a lot, I think. I actually did wind up picking up a Griffey starting lineup 1994 last night on eBay for a whopping $5 shipped. So if you don't know, starting lineups are, I recommend you go look them up. They're, almost like an afterthought, a laugh, a gas now, but they were really popular, 32 years ago. The Jordan came out in 88 when they started, 1988. But $5 shipped. It's a carded figure. Comes on a card with actual card in it, so it's probably going to cost that person $5 to ship it. So why not? You send the offer. Like I always tell you guys, if an eBay listing has an offer feature, you send an offer. If they don't like it, that's too bad. Turn off the feature or set a minimum, an automatic decline at a certain amount. So, is this current market here to stay? That seems to be the hot button, other than the investing stuff. Yeah, I guess they're one and the same. They kind of go hand in hand. But, is this the new norm? I know the default saying that people, on the social media, the internet, the buyer's group is driving up the price, and I could understand that in 2016 with Jordan stuff. The initial time that 90 Fleer took off, and then it came back down again, and then the run up again now leading up to The Last Dance. But what if, just imagine this for a minute, what if these things were all too cheap for too long? What if, those with means, monetary means, let's put it this way, this really, the run-up seemed to be on the tens, let's be honest, and that's okay. Because we as collectors, we buy what we can afford and what we enjoy. But is it more impressive for somebody of means to show off their, portfolio of stocks and bonds, or their portfolio of cards? Let's say you wanted to, I don't have anything here with me, but Oh my gosh, the Trout rookie's up to 3,000 in a 10. Well, is it easier to, go click a button and buy X amount of shares of whatever stock it may be? Or is it easier to accumulate, X amount of Trouts? Maybe I'm not making that very clear, but, it's almost like a, let's drop pants and compare type of situation where, here, look at my toys. My toys are better than your toys type of thing. So what if all these new people coming into the hobby don't know any better? They didn't know that, 6 months ago a Leaf Thomas rookie in a 10 was $100. Probably could have gotten one for 80 if you tried hard enough. Who are they to know? And then also, who are they to care? The here and now, it is what it is. Is there some run up on it? Of course, probably. But as I've said before, we've had a long time to collect that and other cards. So as you're listening to me ramble on here, if you have a card in mind, don't wait. Get it sooner rather than later. You see it all the time. Oh, well, I thought I had a lot of time. Tony Gwynn, as I'm recording this, technically it's the 10th, but, still the 9th. Some places in the world, Tony Gwynn's 60th birthday is today. Somebody recently commented, Tony Gwynn's rookie in a 10, I was going to pick up the tops in a 10, and now it's double. I thought it would be available for a long time. Well, it was. Don't wait. Get it now. And again, the person that said this, I didn't know them, so I didn't engage with them, but they probably could still get a 9. That looks just fine. Here's a card, just to show you how crazy it is, and if you've not been paying attention. I picked this up last month. It's a, blue, red, white, and blue wave, 2014 World Cup, Prism World Cup, Messi. Not a silver, but Prism, red, white, and blue wave. I paid about $14 for this last month. Now, these didn't come up to auction too often. They were, for the time, they were, buy it now, it's probably in the $30 to $40 area. Which, then was too much. Well, one of these sold today. And I don't have the exact number with me, but it was in excess of $230. I think it was $238 or something like that. These base cards, I think, are trading hands in the $50 area now. When 2 months ago they were $6, $5. Like I won that SGC Gem Mint for under $5. So yes, the soccer market has taken off, and a couple of you have spoken to me privately. We've spoken about the soccer, and that cat is now out of the bag. I've also noticed I've had, been struggling a lot. Struggling is a relative term when it comes to eBay, but having difficulty winning stuff. Now I know, everything is up, everything is crazy. 2020, hashtag 2020, I get it. But I've always prided myself on trying to yang when everyone is yanging, or yang when everyone's yinging. And up until this point, I've been pretty good at it. Obviously nothing is 100% either way. But it's starting to struggle. Let me just show off some mail here. This was the card I mentioned the other day. This is a 1998 Bowman Chrome refractor of Ken Griffey Jr. Now you can see here, back when Topps, well, I can see if I can get the light on it. There we go. Back when Topps used to use etching on their cards, look at his whole last name. Light up, the uniform numbers light up. The pinstripe on his pant leg lights up. Of course the borders light up, but that's just, that just adds an extra element to the card that we just don't have anymore. And there's really no excuse for it, in my opinion. I mean, the community is a lot smaller now than it was when this came out 22 years ago. It still hurts to say that out loud. 1998 was 22 years ago. But that's incredibly shiny. So we got that in. As I had mentioned, I wanted to show that last time, but it did not arrive. A couple other things I got in. This is the 1998 Fleer Ultra. This is just an amazing photograph on an amazing card. An amazing parallel. I can't find it. It's somewhere. Oh well. I bought this in a lot with the base version. But that just glows. Look at that. Now I will say these are you can see there on the bottom that they're very prone to chipping right out of the back. So this wouldn't have a very high sign grade, but that shine is just incredible. And now these were 1 per pack of Ultra, and it's got the G next to the number. And it's got a texture to it. I don't know if it'll pick it up on the camera, but it's got a texture to it. It's glossy, but it's not the texture like 1982 Fleer. Those of you that opened those cello packs back in the day know what I'm talking about. But this is not as easy as you might think it is to find. So I was happy to add that to the collection. Next up, now I'm going to show a series of cards that, well, it's kind of cheap, but do those first. All right, do those first. So in 1997, I'll do this chronologically. 1997, the hobby really started to get back in the shape. I had walked away, but, in baseball, at least, the strike of 94 really put a damper in the hobby. But by 97, they were flying again on all cylinders. And a one-year wonder set came out. And I wonder why that happened, but it did. Now, it's 1997, totally certified. I don't know if the camera picked that up. Pinnacle, totally certified. Now, I can't remember how much these packs cost back in the day. Now, this is the blue parallel. There's the red, which is the base card, the blue parallel, and a gold parallel, and that's it. The golds are numbered to 30. The blues are numbered to 1999. And the reds are numbered to 2099. I don't have a red to show you, but that's the Griffey. And there's a Jeter. Now these are just, look, this is just almost, it's not quite Dufex, but it has a very Dufex effect to it. They spin separately, the circles. This is just and every card in this entire production run is numbered. Serial numbered on the back individually. The reds, the blues, the golds. So every every 3 cards you got in every pack were numbered. So I just think that's brilliant. Just absolutely fantastic looking in person. And just very, very underappreciated. As far as technology goes, we don't, get anything like this much anymore, in my opinion. But, it is what it is, I suppose. But just brilliant. I'm having a hard time picking these up. I'd like to pick up some more if I can find them. There's a couple buy it nows that are a little silly, in my opinion, price-wise. But I got these. This is the Griffey's 8.5 and the Jeters are 9. Oh, and by the way, they works because the flip is silver and the pretty much a lot of the card is silver. So it really looks really good. It plays well with the BGS holder. All right. Then in 1998, this was the second year of this product. Skybox. I guess technically this is a Skybox release. Skybox EX. Now this is a base card. There's the Griffey. There's the Jeter. Well, the Jeter picture is not very good. But it is what it is. These came out in 1998. They are a acetate, so you can see through the back. But these are base cards. It's just incredible. It's got acetate. It's got some die cut. It's not totally flat. It's got some shine. Again, this is a base card. Now, when these came out, suggested retail price per pack in 1998 was $5. And you got 2 cards per pack. And I think I can't remember how many cards are in this set. Maybe 100, somewhere around there. But again, this is a base card. This is not an insert, not soup, it's just incredible. They have parallels, they have inserts, they have credentials, I think it's called. And they're very scarce. They're individually numbered to some formula that I don't remember, but, less than 100. They're individually numbered, less than 100. And, when you're talking about inserts in the 90s, less than 100, you're talking about big bucks. But again, these are even creeping up. Like, I got this one for $5. And now I keep losing them at 15. So it's just a matter of everything is going up. It's frustrating, I'll be honest with you. I'm not happy about it. But always hunting, right? Always on the lookout. So that's the 98 EX. And then they made it one more year with the acetate in 99, same format, 2 cards per pack. Just a beautiful looking. Look at that swing. I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a better swing in person. Just born to swing a baseball bat. Just an incredible looking card. Again, this one was $5.50, $5.50, something like that. There's the Jeter, a little bit better. I do wish that more Jeter cards showed him hitting, especially the 90s stuff. But it is what it is, right? Just brilliant cards. I'd like to get some more, but they've gone up in price since I started buying them. The end of last month. And they're not easy to find. I hear this a lot. Oh, man, they made so much, they made so much 90s stuff and this and that. And well, where can I find quantity? Where can I go and buy 5 of these at once? Can't. Not yet. Maybe if they go up enough in price, they will. But, I've been trying to in my attempt to, stay ahead of the curve, I guess, but and try to find stuff like this that, I think is underappreciated. But, you can't really, you try to negotiate with the sellers and they, it's their, at the end of the day, it's their card. They'll do what they want, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating. You know what I'm saying? I think you do. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's episode. I'm very appreciative of you spending your time with me telling my stories and things. Remember to always be kind, keep learning, share your knowledge, and cherish your collection.